My name is Daniel Flint. I'm the lead U.S. history teacher here at Westside High School for Duval County Public Schools in Jacksonville, Florida. I don't know the name of the actual card system they were using, but they were these large, bulky, kind of old school kind of cards that were just massive to move around. The battery systems were not USB-C 3, I guess, charging ports. They were the old kind of like block style ports they were charging. It charged this stuff half the time, and it was just always, the cards at the time just did not do that for what I wanted to do. I wanted to do more, so. It didn't work. The computers would die like halfway through testing. With the other cards we've had in the past, it's just, either they don't charge fully or they're breaking down or whatever. So, I mean, last year we got these charging towers, but the cables weren't long enough. And so it's a mobile tower that has like 8 ports on it. Tell me how a mobile tower here is gonna help me out. Here, especially with the charging dock, I can take individual laptops, I can hook them in here, charge them, and have them all set and ready, and then I can hand them out, or I can have the charging bricks here, give them out to individual students whose laptops are dying, and they can still continue on with what they're doing. It's a tower you physically have to plug into an outlet, and if you look around the room, I've got like few to no outlets, so I'd have to have multiple charging strips plugged into different areas around the room. I've never tripped over them, it's just they would always complain that they were in the way. So, I mean, that was always the big thing. And it's like, oh, do you have to keep having these things on the floor? And I was like, well, if you want to keep your devices charged, yes, I do. And that's where the power bricks have come in really handy. Because now, as you guys saw when you came in here, students had, every brick was being used, and you can charge 2 devices off one, or a laptop off one, and another device off another. The really benefit to having those is students' devices die by the end of the day. And so now, if you're a parent and you want to make sure your kid's device is charged, at least they can charge their stuff in here and have a fully charged device going into the 4-period class, and that way they don't have to worry about it dying. And they've tried killing the power on these things, and they still haven't. That's why I love them. The reviews people were giving about you and the other people that I had talked to, and then I started noticing what JAR was putting out. And that's when I was like, that's the solution. The individual blocks, the charging station that's here, and then a cart that has a smaller space inside the classroom. The other carts were massively huge. The shelf space that you guys have here, I can take this and it's not massively to sit there to wheel around. The charging technology is amazing. I've never had a single technical issue with any of the equipment. Computers dying was the biggest challenge I had as an educator. Like I said, when laptops die during testing, you have to literally stop the exam session, have them removed from the room, or go somewhere. When you have 10 to 15 laptops dying out of 30, that becomes a problem. Or you're testing for, like, our machines are old. Our computers are, like the COVID laptops. So the batteries, we all know that if you keep reusing that same battery for years and years and years, these things die out relatively quickly. And when you stop testing, you got to pick up and move to another place, or you got to find another computer to charge it, or you have to find another computer to switch to, and then keep going again. With this, students let me know, hey, my computer's about to die. I give them a battery plug, they plug it, and they're good to go. They keep moving. I always bring this cart with me everywhere I go. If I'm testing a group of kids, I know there's going to be 30 laptops in there, but I don't know what the status of their charging status is. So I'll bring this with me as backup in the event. So the kids will take all the laptops out of that first cart. Whatever is left over, they'll take out of this cart. And then the other dead laptops that are in that cart, I'll take them out and put them in here to charge them, just in case I get more students. And that has become kind of like the standard by which I've been operating this year. But state testing has been a breeze this year because of this. Even if you're brand new and you knew nothing about the technology, the indicator panel right here tells you, white ready, blue is charging, and green is ready to go. And so I know which laptops are good to go to give to students to keep on going through. And when kids are done, they can put them up, and then you're good to go. And I love being able to see the indicator right off the bat, which is why, it makes life so much easier for me as an educator. So, and it makes it easier for the kids too, so they can go up, hey, green is good, they know what to grab, and they can sit there and grab and go. It's really great. How fast it charges. You know, just you can plug devices in here, and the speed at which things get recharged. The bricks especially, because I'll bring them to meetings with me all the time, and I'll say, "Can I get in on that?" It's like, "What do you mean?" "Oh yeah, I see the extra port. Can I have it?" "Yeah, sure you can." Everybody wants to keep their devices charged, whether it's executives, whether it's teachers, whether it's principals, whatever. It's actually increased my morning time routine. I get here at 6 o'clock every day. We start school at 7:05. Last year when I would get here, I'd get here at 6 o'clock. I'd spend 20 minutes reorganizing wall chargers, all that kind of stuff. I don't have to do that anymore. That has allowed me to make more dynamic lesson plans, increase instruction, make me more organized than I would normally. And I was like, wow, I've got so much more time to do things this year. And it's amazing what a simple change can do. Once you establish that routine, and it creates discipline, it creates management, it makes things a lot easier. We have that conversation. And it really has. It has really streamlined discipline and makes it a lot more effective, because now the kids can keep their stuff charged, they can keep it working, they can keep it going. And they return it at the end of the class when it's done. I've had no issues with kids. I've never had a single problem with anything that JAR's given me this year. And it's been an absolute, just a wonder to have it this year. But it has definitely reduced a lot of the time that I would spend maintenance-wise in my own classroom. No dead machines. I mean, productivity will increase 1,000. It has for me. I mean, my productivity has increased a great deal as a result of not having dead equipment. Having charged equipment is vital, especially from the educational standpoint where we are today. It's extremely vital, you know. You don't know if you don't have the conversation, and that's how I was. And it's like there's got to be a better way to do this. There has to be different technology that's out there. So I reached out. I don't put my name to just anything. I don't. I mean, this has really been a lifesaver for me this year. You know, keeping things charged, keeping things moving, and from a class management perspective, has been transformative. Absolutely. Partnerships mean a lot, especially in education. You got to do more with less, and a lot of times, and partnerships really do matter. And I can't thank JAR enough for the support you guys have given me this year. It has meant the world to me, and it's really transformed how I do things. So, and I am beyond grateful for that.